For this morning's moment of learning, I'm just going to do a brief one. I know that a lot of people are very familiar with Lent. Some people aren't, but I figured since we're in the midst of Lent, it would be helpful to talk about. And Lent is practiced more in some traditions than others. That there's some traditions that recognize that it's not a foundational part of their. Other ones, it's a very foundational part of that. You probably on Ash Wednesday, you saw people going around with ashes if you were out there. I happened to be at a Catholic hospital visiting somebody that day, so there are a lot of people with that because Catholics are a big observant of that. But Lent is a 6-week period. It's 40 days basically coming up just prior to Easter. And the purpose of observing Lent is basically to prepare the heart of the believer for Easter, as that's the week that it ends in Holy Week there. And so it's traditional for those who observe Lent to sacrifice something, to give something up during that period. Some choose to fast, and they go after the model of how Jesus fasted in the wilderness. When I say fast, it doesn't mean they fast for 40 days, but they may fast once a week, or they may fast on just the first and the last part of Lent, or maybe they give something up. Others would give something up during that time. I know people who have given up caffeine. I did that one time for Lent. I wouldn't do that if you're a truck driver, but you might want to wean yourself off that one a little first. But whatever it is you give up, maybe you say, hey, I really want to give up dieting for Lent. No, I'm just kidding. Don't give up on that. But it might be an activity that you do. You may say, hey, look, for this period of time, I'm going to give it. You may say, how could I sacrifice something like that? Somebody might say, well, I go out and get a Starbucks every day, and so for the period of Lent, what I'll do is I will just go with homegrown, simple coffee that I don't like as much or something like that, and then I'm going to give the excess money to a missions agency or the poor or something. There's different ways to do that, and the point is not so much that it's a biblical way of saying, okay, this must be done prior to that, but it's just kind of a ritual observance of this sort of thing that's preparing your heart. Something that we probably should be doing all the time, but this is just a special time when we take it and set it aside. Okay, let's really focus on trying to focus on God as we go towards Easter. We get so hyped up and worked up about Christmas time. It's exciting. I love Christmas too, but in the Christian calendar, really Easter is the mega holiday. It's the wonderful day that everything leads to. It's nice to celebrate Jesus' birthday, but if there isn't the cross, his birthday doesn't mean much. So Easter is the big holiday, and this is just a way to be able to make it more front and center. And although, as I said, it hasn't been emphasized in all traditions the same, we do in the Reformed tradition recognize that it's helpful in preparing, either through sacrifice or prayer, your heart for Holy Week. So if you feel led to do that, you are welcome to do that. Today was more informational than it was preaching about that, though, and so that's the moment of learning for today.